sorry miss coming from the Big J. It was almost a point blank shot. He missed it. You could see the sadness in his face, thinking that he was hoping really to convert that. So they could probably go down by only 10 points. They're down by 12. They only started the ball game with 11 minutes 20 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Wise staff coming from the Big J. He knew that he could not really control possession because the big man, 6'5", Kidabin, was right behind him, so he just passed it out. Here is Cesar cutting Fabiosa. Terry Saldaña losing his balance. Shot block coming from Amaril. He's got a hustle. Here is a nice changing direction. Dive and draw. Here comes the Big J. He one-handed.
It's a beautiful play. These two really have worked a special communication between them. Francis knew that Jaworski was trailing just about the right time to beat Jaworski.
Posting is Abed Kidabin. He will make bananas out of Mamaril. 15 points out of the credit of Kidabin. Mamaril should be showing his strength. He's got to play a very gritty defense, even to the point of being rugged. A nice one-on-one. Gets bumped by Fabiosa. Here's Terry Saldaña playing with a fever. Watson is open. Right, for Gilbey's Gin, you've got points coming from Watson, Jaworski.
He's always underneath the hoop, Very, very seldom can you see a point guard, try to go for those offensive rebounds.
He's got to do it. He's the cerebral command. He's taking the lead. Kidabin covered by Mamaril. Maybe a foul call against Mama. Time is 9 and 19 seconds. We're in the third quarter. We enter the third period with the Redmanizers on top by 14 points. At the moment, it's a 9-point game. Gilbey's Gin Tonics playing with 2 team fouls. Only one called against CRISPA.
Two for two by Abet. They're on top again by 11 points.
Terry Saldaña playing with a 38.7 temperature fever. That's a cut by Francis. Back again to Terry. Very difficult situation. Wisely out to Mamaril. They've got 6 on the shot clock. Other side is Francis. Fabiosa caught a piece of that leather. The Big J seems to be hurting. He's favoring his left leg, and he is grimacing in pain. And he plays hurt. He is limping. But he stays in the game. He may even take it from Rainbow territory, and he does.
Yes.
Amazing. He's got to come from another planet. He can't move. He's limping.
Well,
and the Big J
I guess
has to beg for a relief.
Right, exactly. I was just going to say, Coach Tura Valenzuela will have to react. He'll have to rest Jaworski after making that rainbow shot. They're down by 8 points. They're going to miss the services of Sonny Jaworski for the Tonics. They're probably hoping that Sonny will be well enough to play some more.
And looking across, we see Mrs. Evelyn Jaworski, very concerned. They're the first row of the lower box, right behind the bench of Gilbey's Gin Tonics. Bad pass. Francis zigzagging, drive and draw to Mamaril, who dunks. Let's see if we can take a shot at the Big J. Dr. Ben Canood is attending to him.
So for the Tonics, we already have seen 2 slam dunks, one coming from Mama and the other one coming from Joey Marquez. As Kidabin banks a shot, they're on top again by 8 points.
Would you believe it that Kidabin is the only Redmanizer scoring right here in the third quarter?
Yes, he already has a total of 21 points, and as you said, all in the third quarter, he scored 6 points.
Watson at the side. Good positioning, good boxing out by Villamin. Quickly to Kidabin. Got it tangled. The foot of Mamaril. It's a foul call against Mama. That'll be his third personal foul. Watch it once more. He'll go to the right. Lost his balance. 3 on Villamin. Here is Cesar. Atoyko, he wants to spot. Covered by Saldana. And Terry Saldana, despite the fact that he's not 100%, he's playing with a high fever. He's pulled down his 9th rebound, 6 and 3. Time is 7 and 24. It just rimmed out. The loose ball picked up by Watson, but Fabiosa continues to hustle. Last touch, Watson, and the crowd may not want to agree with that.
Well,
That's a how.
from this side, I myself would not agree because I think the last touch came from Bernie Fabiosa. Well, the referees, could have seen either way,
Here's Philip Cesar from 14 feet, just below the line. Back to a 10-point lead. Heavy responsibility on the shoulders of point guard Francis Anais. And Saldana will hustle. He powers inside.
Good interception coming from Terry Saldana as he got the ball away from Bernie Fabiosa.
Here is Atoyko. Alex Clarino on him.
The soft shot coming from Atoyko. Now they're on top again by 10 points. GILBEY'S has got 3 team fouls while CRISPA has got only 1.
Hosting is Mamaril. Mamaril had 4 points in the second quarter. I think another 4 here in the third. But the big man for CRISPA Redmonizers is Kidaben. Air ball. Here comes Francis Anais. He's on second gear. Kidaben keeping an eye on him. He'll go right through.
Pretty shot coming from Francis Anais as he zoomed back to home base with the outstretched arms of Philip Cesar and Albert Kidaben. He was able to take his shot.
And looking at the bench of GILBEY'S, Jim Tonics, the Big J is not there. He may have gone to the dugout accompanied by Dr. Ben Salud.
So far for Albert Kidaben, he's been having his game. His perimeter shots have all been going in, most of them coming off the glass.
And right here in the third quarter, another 10 big points coming from Albert Kidaben. It counts. Mamaril showing true grit.
And Albert Kidaben tried to go for a steal, leaving Mamaril an inch ahead, and Mamaril took advantage. While on top of that, Kidaben got a foul.
We have a timeout. We'll be back. Big moment from Amaril. He will go for 3. At the same time, he drew the third personal foul off Kidaben. We have 5 and 20.
Well, for the Tonics, now that Son is resting and was injured earlier, somebody's got to take control of the floor directions. That's a good second effort coming from Steve Watson as the ball rolled in.
He's got to be very happy with that one, a finger roll. By the way, this Tuesday, watch out for another issue of our PBA Mailbox portion with Abe King of Gold Eagle Beer as featured guest. PBA Mailbox comes to you at halftime of the delayed telecast. Terry Saldana pulling down his 10th rebound in spite of the fact that he's playing with a high fever.
Now the Tonics are going to a half-court offense. They're going to try to gear up and use maximum effort on that 25-second shot clock.
Watson on rainbow territory. Bingo!
There was a 3-pointer coming from Watson. We have the ball game in our hands with only a point ahead with 4 minutes, 26 seconds to go in the third quarter.
And the crowd goes for the underdog. Rimmed out shot. Villamin is right there. It should have been a big basket. Villamin was clobbered. It is a foul called against Mamaril. That is his 4th personal foul. And on team fouls, GILBEY'S now with 4 and 2 against the Redmonizers.
On offensive rebounds, certainly Villamin has really proven his worth. He's been hustling. He's been going for those second efforts. So far, he's got 4 offensive rebounds. And surprisingly, he's got 5. So I thought on defensive rebound, he's got a total of 9.
Now he'll go for a split And don't forget, watch out for our Magnolia Chocolate Best Player of the Game awarding right after this match between CRISPA and Gilbey's Gin Tonics, all vying for first place. While he had 11 points in the first half, William getting a split for his first point here in the second half, total of 12. Cristobal back to work. Nice, looking for that pick. Pearson back again to Clarino. Big basket for Alex. Alex the Great.
Right give and go play between Alex Clarino and Francis Hernandez with Alex on the receiving end.
This is our second deadlock at 71 all. 3 and 49. Cristobal wants it from the outside. The Big J may not be able to return to work. He re-injured the hamstring from Rainbow territory. Francis. CRISPA by 2. Here's Padin. At the corner is Philip Cesar. Short. And Terry Saldana. He gets away from by Cristobal, who wraps his arms around him. They can afford to do that. Only their third team foul.
That was an intelligent foul on by Cristobal. There could have been a 3-and-2 situation with that foul. The Tonics would have to bring the ball on the sides. Here we have a couple of substitutions. We have Ed Ducott coming into the ball game.
William is keeping an eye on Watson, who continues to move without the ball, clearing the lane on a 1-on-1 for Francis Hernandez, who delivers. Francis 6 big points right here in the third.
We're dead even. We have 73 for CRISPA, 73 for Gilbey's. We have 3 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the third quarter. CRISPA has got 3 team fouls, while Gilbey's has got 5. That was the first foul on Alex Clarino.
Marquez on Padin Israel. Alex Clarino trying to shadow Pearson. Here is Padin. There's a charge foul on him. Good positioning by Marquez, but he paid the price. We have 2 and 54 in the third. We have a timeout. We'll be back. Back at court side, 2 and 54 before the end of the third. This is our third deadlock at 73 all. Freddie, if they score in this offensive thrust, it'll be their very first lead.
Yes, so far they've been doing very well. They have a great quarter for the Gin Tonics. They already have scored 31 points, while CRISPA so far, all in this third quarter, they've only scored 17. And there's a foul called on Francis as Spike Cristobal tried to drive to the hoop.
The Big J is back at the bench of Gilbey's Gin Tonics. 16 foul, call against Gilbey's Gin. 4 against the Red Banizers, Dokoton Kidaben. And he loses his balance. We have a turnover.
That's a good defense set up by Francis Hernandez, forcing Abed Kidaben to give some more steps.
Gilbey's Gin Tonics, they have a second opportunity to taste the lead for the very first time. 1-on-1, and Francis takes it from the outside. It's rimmed out. That's gotta break your heart if you're a fan of Gilbey's. 2 and 8. Here's Villamin, he's a super for the Red Banizers. Pearson coming out of nowhere, top going back to Villamin. He turns around.
It's a big basket for Villamin. After missing that shot, the ball just came back to him and he took a jumper.
Now don't go away right after this match, because we'll be bringing you another exciting feature in our regular Sunday edition of Crosby Inside Basketball, with our topic tonight focusing on sideline throw-in. And Crosby, it'll be hosted by Freddie Webb. And Crosby is the official basketball shoes of the PBA.
It's a foul.
Cristobal.
Yes, I was just going to say that was a foul of Mike Cristobal. That's the fifth team foul for CRISPA, while Gilbey's is almost close to penalty. They've got 6.
Alex Clarino was not looking, tight pick up, and here comes Pearson. It is a foul called against Watson. That'll be his third personal foul, and it has placed Gilbey's Gin Tonics in penalty situation. 1:24 before the end of the third. Watson is now playing with 3. Arnaiz has got 2. Marino and Marquez. 1 personal foul apiece. Kidaben is playing with 3. Cristobal has 2, and 1 on Padin. Pearson getting his 6 points, made 4 during the first half. But Villamin, Freddie Webb is just super off the board. 11 rebounds. 6 and 5. Marquez at the side. Taken away by Cristobal, but saved by Watson. Back again to Francis Anais. Eyeball to eyeball. That's the guarding of by Cristobal. Head and shoulder fake by Francis. They go to falling on Watson. It was intended for Marquez. Great defensive rotation applied by the Redmanizers.
Great move coming from Steve Watson. He knew two Redmanizers committed themselves in the air already. They were going to fall on top of him. He just threw that ball so he could go to the line for 2.
There's not enough space to really get a good beat. Here's Watson. He top scored last Thursday. He certainly outdid himself. 25 points, and he is the 3rd PBA professional to really achieve a Grand Slam. A rainbow hit and a foul. He's cool. And right now, Watson is so visible in the third, looking for his 10th point, all here in the third quarter.
2 for 2 coming from Steve Watson. Now they're down by 2 with 59 seconds to go. This time, the Redmanizers play offense.
Marquez on Israel, and we have a foul away from the ball. Illegal pick called against Kidaben. That'll be his 4th personal foul, and he also plays the Redmanizers in penalty situation. The biggest lead enjoyed by CRISPA. 15 points, scored them was 53-38. Arnaiz gets hammered.
From this side where we're seated, Pingoy, you'll notice that they're giving that open space for Francis to drive in, hopefully for either Albert Kidaben or Willie Pearson to block his shot. But that time, Francis went to the hoop, fished, and was able to catch some.
It's unfortunate that Gary Vargas has to cool his heels because he got 4 personal fouls very early. Because you know that Francis Anais, when he executes a drive and draw play, somehow Gary will be there cutting in. This is our 4th deadlock at 77 all. And we made mention when we established the game that Francis Anais has got to make his presence felt. Well, in the third quarter, he's doing it. Here is Kidaben. First personal foul called against Jokot. Amarillo seeing action for the first time here in game number 4, but he's resting because of 4 personal fouls.
Well, for the Tonics, they better make sure that, once Kidaben goes to that line, they should try to hold on to the ground. They should cover that painted area. And at the same time, somebody's got to watch out over Willie Pearson. He's so visible on those second attempts.
And Kidaben, the third quarter belongs to him. Aside from making 13 points in the first half, he's got another 10. But Villamin is just great, just great.
So far, Villamin has got already a total of 16 points. He's got 6 defensive rebounds and 6 offensive, giving him a total of 12.
Made 11 during the first half of play. And right here, we have play stopped by referee Bartolome. You see him on your screens. It is a foul call against Padim Israel. He'll be carrying 2 personal fouls. And since the Redmanizers are in penalty situation, Marquez has a chance to score 2 from the line. We have 9.3 seconds left before the end of the third quarter. Marquez was great during the second quarter. He kept the hopes of Gilbey's way up there alive. He pumped in 12 points. This recorded is 14 points. Quickly to Pearson. They know the time. Drag and drop to Padin. No, the basket will not count.
On top of that, there's a offensive foul called on Willie Pearson with 3 seconds to go. The Tonics could probably score on this return play and probably give them a lead going to the fourth quarter.
And here's Marquez. He takes it from long range. He'd have enough time. So at the end of the third, it is still CRISPA, but only by 1 point. We'll be back.